Wat sê jy, man?
Hulle bou 'n klomp kak, ek spek hulle man om hier te bly. Ek wonder ook hoe stink het so. Ek wil hier uitkom. Op enige wyse wat ek kan.
Daar komt hy spyt.
Wat doen?
Aan die linkerkant. Dis op.
Maar gou.
Okay, check hom maar kyk.
Wat's dit?
Iets om vir jou te help om dit te kom.
Ek sien dat nuwe brassado hoorn hulle plek getrek.
Toe by nou se laat besloop. Hoekom?
Loya.
Wie is dit?
Ek weet wat sy gedoen het met my gatta. 4 mense in 'n kamer.
Wow, there we have it. Nommer 37 is a new crime thriller movie which will be released on the 1st of June. The film was selected to premiere at the South by Southwest International Film Festival in March, making it the first South African film to feature at the international festival. It was developed from a SAFTA award-winning short film of the same name produced in 2014. Now, with a title like Nommer 37 and set in a fictional Cape Flats area, one would think that this is actually a film about gangsters, but it's not. The movie is about everything that could go wrong for a couple when depression, curiosity, greed, fear and horrific bad decision-making collide. Without giving away too much, we're joined by the director of the film, Nosipho Dumisa. Very good morning to you, Nosipho, and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nommer 37, what's in that title and what's this film all about?
I won't explain the title only because actually it's a little surprise, and when you're watching the film you might go, oh, so this is what it's about.
Is it?
Yeah, so you have to wait to see it. But this film is really about a man who at the very beginning makes a big mistake by loaning money from a loan shark, and he ends up in a wheelchair with this deal that's gone wrong and still owing money, but now stuck in his 3rd floor apartment. When his girlfriend gives him a set of binoculars to kind of keep him busy during the day, he takes to spying on his neighbors, and across the way he sees a criminal doing something that's, well, performing a crime essentially, and there's money involved, and instead of calling the police he decides to blackmail the guy, and then everything just starts to go wrong from there.
What inspired you to produce this film?
You know, this film is actually inspired, the story itself is inspired by a classic called Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock. Okay. And we, as Gambit Films, when we were trying to produce a short film for a short film festival called Silver Scamfiers, we were looking for something quite contained, but we work in the thriller genre, we love genre films. So we thought of this concept and we just started to develop it from there.
Okay, now let's talk about the different role players in the film and what each individual brought to the film to make it the success that it is.
Okay, well, I suppose I don't know, I'm trying to think who to start with. I mean, obviously I'm the writer-director, so we worked on that as a concept. But actually the concept was originally my colleagues, Darren Joshua, who was the director of a film called Nommer a few years ago. Okay. And he had this idea that we then began to develop, and I co-wrote it and co-directed the short film, bringing it onto the feature. We've got our producers as Gambit Films, which is a production company I'm a part of. Then we've got our cast, obviously, who are brilliant, like Ishad Ali, who people will have seen in Four Corners many years ago, right. And more recently a soap called St. Oyster. We've got a brand new actress coming out. It's her debut performance, Monique Rockman. She plays Pam brilliantly. We've got Danny Ross, who's been seen in soaps everywhere. We've got, I'm trying to run through them in my head, David Manuel, there's a bunch. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, talk us through the message that is entrenched in this particular film. What is it that you want people to take away from this film?
Well, first of all, I want people to be entertained. This is a genre film through and through. And I think that's the main thing, is that people must walk out of there and just think, sure, I didn't expect any of that. But also, I think this is a film that speaks on a lot of themes, specifically about greed and specifically about what's more important in life. Is it money or is it the people you have in your life? And you've got this one view with Randall, who his whole thing is he wants to get out of a difficult situation. He doesn't like where he's at in the world. He wants something better. But he makes all the wrong decisions to do it. Pam, his girlfriend, says to him, I know you want better, but actually we have each other, and isn't that worth something? Isn't it worth more than risking our lives? Yeah.
Happy ending?
I don't know. You'd say for yourself. You can see for yourself.
Okay, what can you single out as the highlight of producing this film?
Definitely the cast for me was the most amazing thing. It was so much fun. We also shot on location, which is both a low light and a highlight. Shooting on location is just difficult in general, but I think also the fact that it was a very, very small space. 70% of the film actually happens in this one apartment. So with a huge crew, lights involved, cast, trying to move, it was quite difficult. But I think all of that tension and also what was going on around us fed into the performances and fed into what you see on screen. It's lovely.
Now, Nosipho, I do understand that the movie has been acquired by a North American distribution company and will be getting, theatrical release starting in New York and LA. Yeah. Would it be making its way to South Africa?
Of course. So definitely on Friday, next week, 1st of June, we're having our cinematic release. So it's going to be in cinemas around the country. Anyone can go see it. And yeah, please do.
Okay. Where can you see it?
So around the country, cinemas around the country, everywhere from Joburg to Durban to Cape Town. I think Northern Cape, I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but it's around the country, cinemas near you, 1st of June, Friday.
Okay, and I get a feeling that it is an absolute must-see.
I think it is. I think people go in with one thing, thinking it's going to be one thing, and then they come out thinking, geez, I didn't expect to see a film like this.
Right. Nosipho, thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Now, the award-winning Afrikaans film set on the Cape Flats will hit screens on the 1st of June. Now, the film was selected to premiere at the South by Southwest International Film Festival in March the 26th of this year. All right, it is 70 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's time for a coffee.